Hello and welcome back to the technical guide to Factorio. Woo! So good. So what we do this time is we begin the production of the rocket. It is so nice. Now, the original intention was to launch the rocket this episode. However, rockets take a long time to build and we're still not done with it. So, pretty much what we do is begin the production of the rocket, and then there's a gap of maybe around, it's at least 5 hours, probably more, where I was somewhat waiting for the rocket to be built, at the same time also dealing with issues within the factory, and just, upgrading the factory as time goes on, which I go over the main changes to the factory within that huge time span, which actually isn't as much as you would think. But let's not waste any time and get straight into the production of that rocket. Okay guys, here we have the final stretch. Our silo is completed, our satellite is completed, and our only goal now is to make sure that we can actually build our rocket. So we'll take our rocket silo out of here, and we are going to place it. See how huge this thing is? It's crazy. We're actually going to move our tank a bit, because oddly enough, our tank is getting in the way. We're going to move it out over here. This shall be the rocket launching position of doom and demise, and of course, victory, because there's a lot of victory involved in this. So we can power it up right like that. We have prepared a couple productivity modules. Apparently you can actually put 4 modules in this. I didn't know that. Well, we'll probably get a couple more productivity 2 modules in the meantime, because pretty much what we're going to need to do is take 10 of each of these, and for every 10 of those, we create 1 rocket part. And guess how many rocket parts we need, people? Guess. Just take a crazy guess. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. 100 rocket parts. Seriously. 1 friggin' 100 rocket parts. Luckily, it's not the end of the world. We have been stockpiling resources for a little while. And we will start transferring all of the resources from the production of the satellite and such things over to the actual rocket production. We could, make the system more efficient by just producing more things so there's enough resources to go around, but quite frankly, that's going to take a while, and I can't be asked, so, So what I think we'll do here is we're going to have 3 smart inserters. And what these are going to do is just make sure that we get all of the stuff pulled out of this requester chest as fast as possible by diverting each of the 3 resources through a separate smart inserter. And we're going to have to reset this because I had to move it a bit because, we're the worst. I know, it's terrible, isn't it? It's wretched. There we go. We'll just put everything in there. And we're going to have each individual smart inserter choose one of these resources, and they'll all filter it directly into the rocket silo. Yeah, nobody needs copper ore right now. Buzz off. So that's all of that stuff. And with just a couple fast inserters here, this should fairly efficiently siphon off all of the resources and start filling this. By using the productivity module, that means that we're going to need less of each of these resources in order to actually build a full rocket, which will, as you can see, take 1,000 rocket control units, 1,000 rocket fuel, and 1,000 low-density structures. That's a lot of stuff. In saying that, we're already at 6%, 7%. The production's going to drop dramatically, because see, we have a significant stockpile of all of this, although, do we have 1,000 of each of these? We might have 1,000 rocket control units, actually. We definitely don't have 1,000 low-density structures. And I'm guessing that we don't have 1,000 rocket fuel either. No, not even close. We're gonna need to divert more production into the creation of rocket fuel, as that is a very important resource that will be in play here. We're already at 16%. That's crazy. So pretty much from here, all that we need to do is wait to finish all of the rocket parts we need, which just requires all of the raw resources for every rocket part to be made and transferred over here, which is going to take, I'm going to tell you people, a butt ton of time. So instead of all of you people sitting through that and being like, oh my word, mate, this is taking forever, we're going to do ye old fast forward. And then, my friends, that will be it. We will launch our rocket and our factory will come to its full fruition. It'll be great. Just wait for it. Well, I'm guessing that at this point, you guys think that there's going to be a rocket launched. Well, guess what? Not so much. We've only got 80% on the rocket so far, and trust me, it's been a little while. So I thought, why don't I give you guys a nice little update on what has occurred in the factory between, you know, starting the production of the rocket some very, very long time ago, and the current state. The number one thing that you're going to note as we go down here is a massive lack of any steam engines. Well, my friends, there was a small issue. The coal mines dried up, and quite frankly, if you look at the map, people, just look around. Is there another big coal deposit? No, well, okay, technically there's one right here. I mean, there is literally just one right there. But no, we're not going to go out there because it's infested with disgusting biters, and I don't want to leave the safety of my fort ever again. Never again. So instead of relying on steam power forever, we have shifted over to solar power, and my word, it took a lot of effort. This was hours. So basically, to shift your entire system over to solar power, you need to do two things. You need enough solar panels to run your factory, and then you need enough accumulators to store enough energy to actually run your factory at night. To give you an idea of how many solar panels we're talking about, let's just have a little walk out here, just down yonder, just to give you a little idea, not just casually walking along this wall. Oh my, oh no, look at all the solar panels. Whoa, oh no. Yeah, it's a lot of solar panels. It's actually disgusting amount. And yes, this was where our coal was. It is no longer existent. There's pretty much no coal in there. Oh, hello. Look, it's a bunch of biters. Get wrecked, kids. Bada boom. So in total, we have somewhere a little over, oh, you can't see the numbers here. Let's switch it to 10 minutes. We have a little over 1440 solar panels, or 1,440 solar panels. Yeah, took a long time to get all of that. Overall, our solar panels, our entire system has the capacity of running a factory that needs 60 megawatts of power. And we actually only use about 40 megawatts of power, so yeah, you know, I think it's a pretty good system at this point. These walkways, in case you're wondering what they are, this is concrete. The one thing we never mentioned about concrete is that if you place it on the ground, it does increase your walking speed. So I've built little concrete pathways. And this one over here is the main bank of accumulators. We have 1,200 accumulators, a little over that. So basically, the ratio for accumulators to solar panels is about 0.84 solar panels for every accumulator. So if you do that out, that comes out to, I believe it is 200 accumulators for 220 solar panels to create 10 megawatts of power. Or for 60, that's 1,440 solar panels for 1,200 accumulators. That's a lot of numbers. Lots of stuff. Yeah, we built that. It took a long time. Trust me, it was not interesting. I am betting that you're thinking that that was an amazing thing. No, it took forever. Also, the entire factory nearly got destroyed in the process because, you know, we kind of ran out of power. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. As you can see, another big change is these concrete walkways that I use to run around because it's awesome. Let's see, what else have we done? Our iron production out in what used to be called the Iron Colony Magnus, which has now been renamed to the Iron Colony Mercury, because now all of our colonies are named after something within Roman mythology. We've got Romulus Copper Colony, the Oil Colony Remus, the Coal Colony Sol, because of course it's filled with solar panels. It's easy. And the Iron Colony Mars. It's great. I just decided that. Don't worry about it. So we've got a new iron colony up here, which happens to be directly next to a giant hive of terrible biters, which I just decided to leave there because it's kind of fun to watch them try to get through the wall. Doesn't work very well for them. And you may be wondering, in addition, why is there a double thick stone wall? Well, my friends, you see that thing right there? That blue big biter? Well, that's like the worst thing ever. Those guys can actually attack 2 spaces in. So if a blue biter were to come up and try to hit this wall, it could actually hit the wall behind it. Not just this one, but the one behind. So to protect our turrets from those guys, double walls. I don't think it's really a strategy you would use across your entire factory, but for positions that need significant defenses, like here, yeah, it's a good move. And, yeah, I mean, we've been walling off large areas, building all of this, and there are entire new rail lines, like the line up to the Iron Colony Magnus, Iron Colony Mars, come on now, which uses a single track system, where pretty much the train goes up, comes back round, and down on the same track, which we probably should have done for every rail line, but you know, live and learn. And then we've got a new oil process. No. Okay, we're fine. Those trains. You never know when you're going to get hit by a train. I think I've been hit by a train like 5 times. It's kind of the worst. That's not to say I survived any of them, because I didn't. You never survive getting hit by a train. But at the same time, you know, there's a lot of times getting hit by a train. Down here we have some additional production for oil things, because we need more oil production. Pretty much this produces plastics and rocket fuel to try to increase the speed that we're actually building the stuff for our rocket, because our rocket is taking half a millennia, as you may or may not be able to tell. Oh my word. So, more or less, we've just been, you know, sitting down and waiting for all of this to get done. Pretty much no research has been done in the meantime, because I've been maybe a bit too much of a coward to go outside the walls and actually fight a bunch of biters, because, I mean, just think about it. Do you want to go outside and fight biters? Not so much. Not so much. I definitely don't. It's kind of the worst. But yeah, our factory has been moving along quite nicely. We will soon enough see the day in which our rocket is launched. Unfortunately, it takes half a millennia, and we just are not producing enough rocket fuel to actually, you know, make that progress in a swift manner. So, peeps, until we actually complete the rocket, since we've, you know, not done that yet, we will say adieu. And the next time we meet in Factorio, I can assure you, there will be a rocket launch, and my friends will be amazing. So just have a gander at this amazing colony structure, because this is probably the best factory that has ever been produced. It's so beautiful. It's so good. Okay, let's stop it with the whole tearing up thing. It's not necessary. Anyway, until next time, as always, thanks for watching, and of course, enjoy the rest of your day. Next time, we're going to Mars. Woo!